Hi, it's Joyce here. I'm making a tray. This farm is a piece of bisque clay that I made a long time ago, and I made a slab. I cut it, and then I put some handles on it, and I bisque fired this and fired this in the kiln. So this is my form for my tray. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the edges. So I'm just giving a rough estimate as to how wide I want these edges, how high up I want these edges for this tray, and you'll see in a few minutes what I'm talking about, how it works. Oops. And this piece of plastic that I have that I'm using is just a little bit wider than I want, so put it underneath the tray. So I've got a pretty good edge here. Rid of this excess clay. Now, corners, I don't want the corners. I'm going to get the corners down a bit as well too. So just cut this off for the corners. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to round them out a bit. They're a little bit sharp here. Just soften the corners, round them off a bit. Okay, now, excuse me, and allergies, I've got a cough. With this piece of foam, it's just leftover foam from something. And I set this on here. Put my form back as center as I possibly can get it. So my edges are still, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to push down, and you'll see what it's doing is it's bringing the edges up and making the edge of my tray. That's why I do the foam, because I'm pushing it into this foam. Just at the end I'll take it up. Now you can see how my corners here are a little bit higher, so I'll trim that up, because when you push it in you get a little bit of a fluting as well too. Just flute it in, make a So I'm going to refine the edges. This is a little high, so I'll just take this edge off, this point off. So I want them all the same height. This is the way I cut the corners. It's a bit high. And over here. Now I've gone around the edges and fluted them. There's your Oops. Make sure it's nice and rounded and fluted, and see one side's got more depth of fruits than this one, so let's just change this a bit. The fluting also gives it stability so the edges will stay up better. I'm going to just trim off the edges, just make them a little bit smoother. I probably should just take a sponge and trim off the bottom as well too, any marks that are put in there. So I'm going to carve a design into this. First, what I'm going to do is paint green slip over it. Teal green slip. I'm going to paint 3 coats of this. I'll have to wait until this coat dries till it loses its sheen, and I'll put another coat on, and then I'll do a 3rd coat. That way I get some good coverage for my design. Okay, I've got my 3 coats of my green slip on there, and it's semi-dry. It's still wet, but enough to carve through. I have a farm stamps that have been in the family, were my grandmother's actually, that we played as children. So I'm using that design, and I took them and I pushed them into the green slip just to give an impression as to where they were and so I would know what to carve out. And I'm just carving through the green slip to get to the brown clay underneath. I have sped this video up, otherwise it would take forever for you to watch it, and just gives you an idea of my carving and what I'm doing to get my picture on there. You can also like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as you can see, I've got the butlerspottery.ca. I have a website and I blog about what I make for my pottery. And I will be writing a blog about how I design this tray. So you get a little bit more detail of it. And you can just go to there and, get more detail of it once I get it up there. I found it easier to carve the grass upside down, so I have turned the tray around to carve them upside down. But I did put it back in the video the right way up, so it's easier for you to see how I've done the grass and the rest of the carvings as well too. When the carving was finished, I took colored slip, pink pig for pink pigs, yellow cow, black horse, purple house, and added some color to this. It will be glazed and fired later on. Thanks for watching my video. See you later.